I was like, man, I want to find one person, whether liked or not, any sport, that is the most competitive, hardest working person I can find. And it was Kobe Bryant. And at the time, I thought Kobe Bryant was the hardest worker. So I watched every video, I read everything about him, every article, every interview, everything. And what helped me too is I watched your dad work hard, and it got him to where he was. And I was like, well, if I do that, and I can add a little bit of what Kobe's saying into my mindset and be kind of sick, kind of different, which I am. I'm not for everybody. I understand that. But if I can do that, then I can make it.
Welcome back to the Harvester Sports Podcast. I'm Brandon.
I'm Austin.
I'm Noah.
And Ty's back there. But most importantly, we have the leading passer in the National Football League with us.
What's wrong? He doesn't like that one either, bro.
Nope. All right, yeah. Let's get it.
Stats don't lie.
Yeah, I mean, numbers don't lie. Anyways, we have Derek Carr here with us. DC.
Thank you.
What's up, man?
Thank you. It's an honor.
It should be.
To be in my guest house.
You can't tell the people we're at, man.
Oh, sorry.
That's good.
We're in our studio.
Yeah, this is a famous big studio, bro. We're in the middle of Hollywood.
So we'll be doing it next to Austin's bed.
I'm not going to lie. I'm very impressed by your setup.
Thank you.
Dude,
It's professional.
We tried, yeah, bro. We pulled it in backpacks and everything. We were
Yeah.
it's going to be clean.
Like I just did an interview with Charles Woodson for Fox, and this rivals the setup.
Wow.
That's what I was thinking, bro.
Heat check. I love that. I love to hear that.
It's crazy when he
you guys
says
do a
stuff
good
like
job.
that, and then I think about all that's happened to get it here and how controversial it was.
Right.
It makes you feel better.
Or first name basis at Best Buy.
That's
Yeah.
right. But I bought these backpacks to carry the cameras, and I thought it was like $10. He's like, all right, that's $8.75. I was like, what's good, man? I still put my card in too. I was like, just do it, bro. Do you want a receipt? Do you want a receipt? I don't even want to see it, bro. I don't want to look right now.
Don't look, bro.
Look, someone once told me the first step to being a pro is act like one.
Yeah.
And so you guys are doing that.
That's true.
That might be the worst advice I heard.
Well,
That's heat.
we have his saying is that no one's ever dropped a Duffy and it failed.
Nobody has ever dropped a Duffy and
That's completely false. I'm in Las Vegas, and that is false.
No, if anybody's business or anything has failed, it's because they didn't drop a big enough
They didn't drop
Duffy.
enough money.
Right.
That's your okay.
Yeah.
It's no one's ever dropped a Duffy. It's ever failed, and stocks don't
only
go down.
up.
Yeah, stocks don't go down. They only go up.
They only go
Eventually they go like this.
Go up.
They always go up.
It's a slight
Yeah.
curve like this
Right?
to the moon,
to the moon every
To the
time.
moon.
Yeah.
unless you're Blockbuster.
Yeah, that's true. I
And
didn't get
you,
by that one.
you go like this.
And then it went. "Rah!"
It'll come back. It'll come back.
It's good to throw him off. He gets so nervous.
Bro, I'm just checking them out myself. We're doing good. We're lit.
We're doing good. Can I ask one question?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
To the Harvester people, why does the gaffer bring a leveler?
It's his toy, I think.
Yeah. You know how people have fidget spinners and they play with it?
Yes.
That's
He
his
plays with a
favorite.
ruler, a
Yeah,
little leveling
Let
ruler.
me tell you, it's not even a toy, man. If we didn't have this whole podcast, we'd go to shame.
It was crazy because we've been at the dinner table before, and Dad's asked where his leveler was, and I see Tyler just dead silent, just sitting there. I don't know, bro. I've never seen that thing in my life. And I see Ty in the back of the pocket like this. One time I saw him pick it up, go like this, level it in the air, put it down, and then go like this to me.
Do you think he actually knows how to use it?
100% does not understand what any of the lines
No
mean.
shot.
His face,
He
bro.
just likes the bubbles. Why are the bubbles trapped in here?
Get the bubble out. Get the bubble out. Get the bubble out.
He thinks it's like one of those games you get as a kid.
Yeah. He goes, I'm gonna get you out of there.
Yes.
Trying to put the rings on there.
Get the bubble out.
Get
He
the
goes, I'm
bubble
gonna
out.
get you out of there. Just like
Get the
this,
bubble
bro.
out.
It was either that or give him like bubbles to blow, but we didn't want him blowing bubbles in the studio, so
Dude, he could probably put this on his like resume, Ty. You could put it on like,
Probably
sound
not.
guy. Oh, sound guy. Like,
Sound guy, gaffer, and
leveler,
leveler.
Bubble freer.
bubble freer.
Bubble
Free the bubble.
free.
Free the bubble tie.
Sorry.
All right, dude, hit us up, man. I know there's a little bit of history in this room.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I had a big story to talk. Right.
Are we dropping?
Yeah. No, we love telling stories on here. Okay.
Okay.
And I wanted to tell people. Before you were even in Fresno or in the Raiders, it all almost came crashing down one
Yes.
sad afternoon in Carolina.
I almost
right?
died.
Yeah.
What
well,
about-
North or south?
North Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina. Yeah.
You live there.
Yeah, I forgot for a second. But it's okay. I forgot what the Panthers are. But I remember, dude, so our house lived on a massive cliff, and we'd go down the hill, and like they would all skateboard down it.
Yeah.
And I don't remember how old you were. I was probably pretty young.
I was a teenager.
Yeah, I was probably like, I don't know, like Coop's age. No, I was younger than Coop.
No, what year was that? Hey, Ty, since you're a great stat guy, what year was your dad in Carolina?
Let me check that up right now.
Okay.
Why did
Why is it? Why is it so close?
Because then we can get the years right. So you can continue, and then we'll figure out how old we
I
were.
just figured it out. But I remember, like, somehow Derek got convinced just to send it down the hill. Like,
No.
poor Derek. And I
On
remember...
like a skateboard, longboard,
It was a in between.
the penny boards.
It was like in between. It was a skateboard, but it was like a little longer.
Gotcha.
It wasn't like the real longboards you see them cruising to the beach. But what happened was your dad and Papa, my dad,
Yeah.
they were like a quarter, like they were doing like a 50-foot little run.
Yeah.
Like it was not far at all. And then they would go, and Dave's like, of course, to his little brother, you won't go to the top of the hill. It's like, up yours, dude. Like, I'm going to the top of the
The
hill.
top.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so all I remember is, like, them telling me to go, like, wait at the bottom for him. Or, like, wait kind of halfway down, right, to watch. So I was sitting there, like, happy as can be. And I'm like, oh, Derek, dude, he's so sick. Derek's, like, my older brother at the time. Because he was, like, the close one I have. And then down the hill, and you tell him what happens when you get to the bottom.
So I honestly, I may have ended up at the bottom, but I didn't get to the bottom. So what happened was I go to the top of the hill, and to prove them wrong, I was like, I'm just going to hit a straight shot. Like, no curve, like, no taking speed. Like this, right? And I'll never forget, I go past my dad, and my dad tells it the best. He said, dude, you went by me, and he said, I just prayed you'd be okay. Because he said, you literally, when he was just standing in the middle of the street, and I was flying right, and I was low, you know, I just go like this. I have shorts on like this, no shirt, right? When I'm 16, 17, however
Yeah,
old I
you
was.
know the deal.
No shirt.
Yeah.
Right? Ever. And I'm flying down this asphalt, carving it up too.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm flying, I'm like, up yours, Dave, you know? And all of a sudden, I start to get the little speed wobbles.
No. Oh,
Yeah. So as soon as I felt that, I was like, oh, shoot, you know? So then I was like, I look to my left. I find the closest piece of grass I can find, right?
Yeah.
I see this grass, okay? And so I know I'm going down.
Yeah.
At this point, I can't get it back. So I hit a left, I just full send, heels down, toes up.
No.
Going left. So I hit a left, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I got to land on something soft. And all I remember is, you know, like how the sidewalk goes like this, and then driveway,
Yep.
like that.
Yeah.
Right? So, not the down part of the driveway,
Okay.
but where it goes up, where it ends, right?
Oh,
I
no.
jump like this to try and get to the grass, and I go, oh, right in the chest. Part. Right, that part hits me right in the chest. All I remember is ending up like 2.5 houses down. And all I remember is I'm laying on my face. This is what I remember. I open my eyes, I go, oh yes. I'm sitting on my knees, and the yard that I landed in is the people that pull into their driveway.
No.
I did not know what I looked like.
Yeah.
I look, and I'm sitting on my knees like this. The little kids are out of their car seats, but looking out the back window like this. No. The mom opens the door and like creeps out. She's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I get up, I pick the board up, and I start walking up. Austin screams, "Ah!" He goes running. Okay.
You sold.
This is Mike?
No, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. This is why. Okay. I had blood pouring out of my whole body.
Yeah.
Just everywhere. My head. It's coming out of my head. It's all over my face. I don't know it. It's all over my body because I didn't look down.
Yeah.
I'm just walking. And my
you
dad
couldn't do
goes,
a quick like.
I was knocked out and I got up. I'm good.
No, but in my side of the story, I see Derek take off, and I'm like, this is so lit, bro. Like, he's the coolest dude ever. And then I see, like, gone, and I wham, and I just see, like, blood start going, and he doesn't move. And so I take off running.
No.
And I bust in my house door to, like, Nana, and whoever's in there. I go, Derek's dead, Derek's dead.
He did. No. Derek's dead. My mom,
all start
all I heard was my
crying.
mom screaming and crying.
Yeah. And they go down there, and Derek's just cruising back up, just blood everywhere, holding a skateboard.
Yeah. And they're like,
What in the
dude,
world?
my dad, are you okay? It's like, yes. And then he just starts laughing. David's laughing. He's laying on the ground. He yells. I remember hearing him. He's like, Derek's dead. My mom, oh gosh. She's crying, right? Comes outside. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, what? And then finally I look in the mirror, bro. I'm drenched in blood, road rash all over my back.
Oh my gosh.
Because, dude,
Yeah.
people think that Derek's only like he's like fake competitive in football, right? He's like put on a show. But this man's the most competitive person I've ever seen. Because I remember specifically in Houston, like me and Ty, little kids with boxing gloves on, and we like hit Derek a little too hard, and then Derek goes like sicko mode and just drops me, and then drops Ty, and then puts us both on his shoulders while we're crying and takes us to our parents.
That's right. I said,
Wow.
went a little too
At least he
hard,
didn't leave you.
They tried to try me.
Yeah.
No, at least he took care of me when I was hurt. It was in the same house. Me and my dad were wrestling, and I hit my head, I don't know if you remember this, on the glass table
Oh, yeah.
and cut it open. And he was like, "Are you good?" And I was like bleeding. I was like, "Oh no, I'm a little kid, right?"
Yeah.
He's like, "No, you good?" And he puts a like Michael Jordan headband on me and sends me to bed, bro. just like that.
Tell the time when you took off on Ty with the bat.
What?
Bro, I still.
He has a scar on his
I still
eyebrow.
have a scar on my eyebrow.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's still there.
Wait,
My hair will not grow.
2 things before we do the next story. How long has it taken you to find out when your dad played for the Panthers? And two, no, don't talk. 2, mid-story, I see Ty messing with the...
Bro,
That sent me.
I found that stat in maybe 20 seconds, bro. Austin
Why did
was-
you say it?
Why didn't you
Austin was
say
7 or
anything?
8 years old. So when you said he was screaming, saying Derek was gonna die, it don't make sense because he was like 7 or 8.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, yeah.
Okay,
makes sense.
thank you, Ty. Thank you.
Dude, I don't know. I think it was watching. The reason that house was so aggressive, bro, I think was we watched our dad fight for his life every Sunday. So like, this must be what the real world's like. We have to
Right.
fight for like
You gotta be
food
ready.
out here. Because I remember me and Derek are like playing. I think it was like Madden or something on the Xbox.
Yeah.
And Ty kept jumping in and be like, "Can I play?" And Ty's younger. I'm like, "No, bro, move. I'm trying to play with Derek."
Yeah.
Keep in the games. Like, "Can I play?" I'm like, "No, man. You better stop." And they jumped in one more time. And I just remember putting my remote down, walking over to the toy bin, and grabbing this plastic bat and walking over like Negan in The Walking Dead. I just go, thunk, and just slept it, and it cut his eye. He's the scar in his eyebrows.
I remember hearing him.
I'm like 3 or 4 at this
Yeah.
time, and he swore.
I turned around and
Nah,
Ty's head
it's-
was bleeding, and I wiped it off.
Wow.
I looked like, oh gosh, I picked him up and I held him, carried him down to Mel. She's like, what happened? I was like, I don't even know.
Derek's
Yeah.
the goat. He didn't snitch, bro.
Yeah.
He's the goat.
Didn't snitch. Man.
He just snitched on himself.
Yeah, right? 21
because I remember,
years
like-
old, about your what?
We'll see if your mom really supports you.
Because I remember, because like our parents will always be like, you know, if you hit each other, like the cops gonna come like take you from us. So like when I hit him and they got taken downstairs,
There's some liars.
I remember just standing on the balcony looking over with my baseball. I'm going to prison at 8 years old, bro. Like they're
Yeah.
gonna take me, bro.
Hey,
It's over.
this man dropped the F-bomb too when we were playing one time.
Oh yeah, bro.
You did?
Like
Yeah.
a little kid, bro.
What is wrong with you?
Bro, so my mom, my dad, Papa, and grandmother, and Dave and Mel are having Bible study downstairs. So like, Derek, you just play with Austin, make sure he didn't hurt himself. Okay. So we'd play football. He'd jump off these like 2 little stairs and like thought he broke his ankle one time.
Yep.
But so he'd jump. We were playing, and all of a sudden he jumps. He hurts himself. He just F-word. While they're having Bible study. And I kid you
Bro.
not, I heard Melody. She was pregnant.
Yeah, she's taking off the stairs.
Bro, take it. Doom, doom. I look at him. I said, run.
Yeah, he goes, "You better run, bro." What a
God,
You better
he
run.
snitched on you, bro.
bro. And then
I didn't snitch on him.
No.
You always think it's a joke, like mom's putting soap in your mouth. No, I stood in that bathroom with soap in my mouth, bro, for real. Like, it was wrapped. Also, why those same stairs for some reason reminded me that this man, bro, when he was
Tell him.
What, bro?
Tell
Come
him.
on.
This dude-
Air it out. I'll
No,
air it out.
bro, this dude was like at least 5, bro.
Oh
This
my
dude on the
God.
stairs, Brandon. Dad's walking up the stairs to here. Oh my gosh! I'm like, what happened? So I take him up there. There is just a straight up turd on the stairs. But he wasn't in diapers either, bro. He just took a dookie in his pants, bro.
2 months out of diapers, bro.
He's just learning it,
Man
bro.
was 9 years old.
He said he was just learning it, bro. And because we had to like, so Derek's like, your kids have always been with you. You haven't had to move like anywhere back and forth, right? Like you didn't like, you all moved together, right, and stayed here. Like you're in Vegas the whole time.
Yeah.
We would like have to move half and half. Like we would stay in New York half the year, and then we'd come back to Bakersfield half the year.
Yeah.
To get back. And he vividly thinks, bro, because he doesn't know the months of the year still, and he thinks it's because
Wait, still?
still. So he thinks
We
legit.
didn't have to say still.
No, he thinks it's because we left back to Bakersfield while they were learning the months, and he got back and it was too late, bro, and they skipped over it, bro.
It's fact. Let me explain. It sounds dumb. We learned the days of the week.
Yeah.
We learned So we learned Monday, Tuesday. There's a whole song. It started with Sunday, right?
Well, that's
and
good.
then the next week, they said,
And you know all of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
They said, guys, next week we're gonna do our months, okay? And I was like, oh, cool. Nope, we dipped back to Bakersfield, bro.
It's rap.
Never learned the months.
Yeah, never learned the months. How is that my fault?
It's the system,
It's
bro.
the system,
It's the
bro.
system.
The system hurt.
It wasn't you.
Oh, you got him right now? Can you spit him out?
Go ahead.
What?
First, what are the 12 months, bro?
Months, bro.
Stop it.
No, bro. Tell me the months right now. January. What are the freaking
Why is he moving his finger so much?
I hear him go,
Bro, I get back to you. I'll figure out the stat real quick.
He's got to look up the stats.
Listen, you brought up something that said this man is different, right? And the one moment that I knew this man was different, we had gotten back. We went to Haiti for like 4 or 5 days. Maybe it would have been 3 days.
You almost died.
I'm dying, bro. I got back that night. I had the Haitian flu or something. So I was like, just bad, bro. It got to the point where I was face down on this man's bed, bro. Not his bed.
Not my bed.
His
the guest
guest bed. This man's bed. I was face down on this man's bed, bro. On their guest bed. Just done. I was like, this is where I'm gonna die.
We were worried. I thought he was dead.
Yeah, this is where I'm gonna die. But precursor to that, we did back. It's probably 1 or 2 in the morning, and I'm tired, so I literally just go to sleep. Well, the room was like backed up to where he used to work out at, and so I'm like going to bed, like I knocked out on there, and I just hear weights clanging, bro, and I'm like, there's no way. It's 2 in the morning, like I can't even think. This man got a full workout in as soon as we got back, and then went to bed, and then beat me up the next morning. Like he was up first, I was up second. How does that happen?
Dude, I swear, like he'll send us videos of him like working out, like just showing us what he's doing, and then like we'll play like NHL, or like we'll play like 2K or something, and then we're like, all right, let's take like an hour break, and then the man sends more videos of him working out. Like he like had to pause and he came back.
Like, can we relax, bro?
Yeah, we can't breathe no more, bro.
Can we breathe?
I'm just sitting there like this, bro. I'm like, damn, am I messing up right here?
Makes you question some things.
Bro,
huh?
he's texting me stuff like we all got the same 24 hours. I swear, this man puts alarms in his phone at like 3 a.m. to text me, why aren't you working out right now?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing,
Those are
bro?
facts.
Oh, that's so funny.
I think Ty's got the months.
Bro, I didn't get the months. Hey, but so that made me think, like, so a question for you I would ask is, so do you think, like, is that what it really takes to be, because all the aspiring kids want to be in the NFL, right? Every kid grows up having a dream, NBA, MLB, whatever it is. Do you feel like, what's the different level of, like, hard work that it takes to get to that level where you're at?
Well, a lot of it's God given. You have to have the ability. You know.
Yep.
If you don't have the ability, it's not going to work. 1, 2. You know, I watched your papa, my dad, your other dad. I watched him, you know, work so hard for us as a family. You know, he was gone before I got up, and I'd be asleep, and he'd come home. You know, and it's how hard he worked. And he always told me, he would always tell me, he's like, hey, just give me an hour a day. We're going to work as hard as we can at whatever sport you're playing or whatever you're doing, and then you can do whatever else you want with the other 23. Play video games, you can go swimming, you can hang out, do whatever you want. I trust you. I've raised you to be a good kid. You won't do anything stupid. And that went to, we'd be out there an hour, and my dad would, no matter what we were doing, he's like, all right, let's go. It's been an hour. I was like, no, Dad, let's keep going. Let's work hard. Let's keep going. I'm getting better. You know, I saw myself getting better, and I saw that it was working. And then as I got older, I was like, man, I want to find one person, whether liked or not, any sport, that is the most competitive, hardest working person I can find. And it was Kobe Bryant. And at the time, I thought Kobe Bryant was the hardest worker. So I watched every video, I read everything about him, every article, every interview, everything. And what helped me too is I watched your dad work hard, and it got him to where he was. And I was like, well, if I do that, and I can add a little bit of what Kobe's saying into my mindset and be kind of sick, you know, kind of different, which I am. I'm not for everybody. I understand that. But if I can do that, then I can make it.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to miss a workout. You know, I'm not. If that Haiti trip, I planned it to where I had my workout set up to where right when I got back, I had to work out that day to keep my schedule. You know, I can't miss them. And no matter what time it was, no matter when it was, I mean, there's been losses where you know, I come home and I work out. You know, I come home and I get back on my computer and watch more film. Because it's a constant, never-ending self-improvement. You know, quest to be one's best. That's the Mamba mentality, right? And no matter what anybody said to me, no matter what anybody still says to me, I'm like, I just smile because I know it's going to work out in the end for me.
Yeah, because I think like, you know, a lot of people like, there's been a lot of people in the NFL like anywhere where they like something happens like a loss or something, and they put a lot of blame on like other people around them. But you've always like you put the blame like on yourself, even when it's like nothing to do with you. Like you always are like, I can work harder, I can work better.
Yeah, that's part of being a leader too. Is I'm going to say that, but I am going to go challenge the guys that need to do better, right? But I don't need to do that in front of a camera so everyone else can think better about me. Couldn't care less how you think about me. I know I'm strong enough as a man to know who I am now. As a football player, I know what I can do. I know what I'm capable of, and I want my teammates to. They know. They'll watch. They were at the same game I was at.
Yeah.
So when I'm standing up there, I'm taking the blame and all those kind of things. It's like, man, he's got my back. You know.
Yeah. Right.
Kind of along those lines with leadership, how has that changed since you came in the NFL? So you came in 2014, second round draft pick, should have been number 1 overall.
Yeah.
How has that changed from 2014 to 2021?
Yeah.
How has that evolution come?
Well, I met Clowney, and I was like, I understand why they picked him first.
Maybe second.
And then I saw Khalil, and I was like, okay, that makes sense too. Aaron Donald, yeah, okay, you guys are pretty good at this.
Dang.
You guys aren't missing.
Yeah.
Odell, okay, nice, good pick. So
We're onto something.
they were onto something. But I think since I got to the NFL, when I first got here, I had Charles Woodson, you know, Justin Tuck. You know, I had real men, real leaders that took a lot of that for me. You know, when Gru was here, he was such a voice. I didn't have to say as much,
right?
You know, because he was going to correct everything about everybody. You know, he was going to push people, motivate them, and I still do, and I still did. But I've seen this thing grow in me that I just hold people to a certain standard, you know, and I challenge them to hold me to that standard too. I'm like, if I miss it, tell me, Derek, put it right here. I'll catch it every time. Okay, perfect. So when I do, you better catch it.
Right.
You know, same thing with them. Hey, you're better than that. You know, you got to make that play or that. All of those things. Hey, run it like this. You run it like this. I'll throw it here. We'll make the play. And if not, tackle the guy because I don't want it picked off. You know, but it's been heightened obviously with everything in the last few weeks. But I've seen myself grow to hold people to that standard, and I've seen our play get better. So it wasn't natural for me at first because I just want to play football and be everybody's friend. But it hit me. I won't say when, but it hit me at one point. I was like, I'm not here to be everybody's friend. You know? If you're my teammate, you're my teammate. If we're friends after this, awesome. I had to come to the realization because what is really inside of me is pushing people and holding them to that standard. And so I had to realize I'm not going to be for everybody. And that's hard for my personality because I want everyone to like me. But I came to the realization that not everybody's going to like me. I'm not for everybody. I'm okay with that because I'm going to challenge you to be your best.
Right.
And a lot of players in the NFL, especially even just quarterbacks, come and go. There's some that are one franchise for a few years, then on to another. But you've been in, well, not Las Vegas, but Oakland, then Las Vegas, been with the Raiders for a long time. What is that like, not just as a leader, but even just as a football player, to be like sort of the face of the franchise to where you're representative of not just your team, but almost like a whole city even? You
know what? It's in my personality too. That I can't be in a room and be the second pick. I can't be in a room and be someone's second choice. I can't be on a video game and be not the captain. You know, I cannot be not.
That's why you're a point guard.
Thank you. I can't not be in the room and not be the leader. Like if I'm not, then I freaking freak out. You know, like, you know, like gosh, you know, and that's a flaw of mine. But at the same time, it's me.
Have to be that way.
I have to be that way, you know, because I was gonna say, just to answer Noah, like I have to be that way because I think if I ever lose that, I won't be me. You know?
That's in like you always like even when we play, like if you play Madden or something, like anybody, like you're always like, no, I want to stay on like one team, you know, like I want to stay on one team, I want to win it for like this team, especially if you have like, our family is such like we've been with Oakland like longer than even you were drafted there, right? Like our family's been fans of Oakland.
Yep.
We had other family members play for the Raiders.
Yep.
It just feels like this is the team like you want to be with. This team you want to win with this team.
100%. I've been on record saying I'm not playing for anybody else.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a Raider, and one day, if by my choice or theirs I'm not, then I'm not. You know, and I'll play golf and get really good at that. You know, but like
He has a great caddy.
I have a great caddy. But I want to win a championship here. It would mean so much more. Could I leave and pick my team and they got great defense and they got this and that. Oh shoot, I'll go there and make it easy. Like, sure, everyone. I mean, you see a lot of guys trying to do that and doing that. But maybe I'm just built different.
Yeah, you're supposed to. But even with because you have like a contract coming up, you are not even like I'm not looking at anybody else. Like you just want to get this deal done. You just want to go. Like it's almost like it's just a distraction. Like this contract stuff, right?
Yeah, and that's why I kind of just said, you know what,
when it happens, kind of.
Let my agent handle it. Obviously, let Tim handle it with the team. They've been talking about it. They want to do it and all that kind of stuff. But for me, it's football time now.
Yeah.
You know, once I'm in the season, don't bring me none of that nonsense. I don't care about that. You know, I can go to Target and my card won't get declined. You know, I'm good. So we'll figure that out another time. But they know that there's a certain amount of respect that you want. But at the same time, you know, I'm not trying to play anywhere else.
Yeah.
And also talking about getting distracted from football, do you, especially during the football season, when it comes to what the media is saying, how much do you pay attention to what the media is saying about you, and then also what fans are saying about you? How do you weigh those two versus just you knowing what you know and what your coaches and what your teammates are telling you?
Yeah, it used to be early on really hard because social media was new.
Right.
So you're like, oh gosh, well I have to read. Well, is that real? Is that what it's like?
Yeah, everybody's an expert on Twitter.
Everyone who's negative about me now is because I blocked them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man.
If they're still negative, it means I blocked them.
Yeah.
You know,
like our dad almost lives in like a paradise of Twitter because he's blocked like millions of people. It feels like.
I play whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
It's what it is.
Yeah, it's just
like
like,
bow. What bow? You know, like bow. You know, and I got people asking me like in interviews, why'd you block me? Well, you probably said something stupid. Like period. Like what?
Right.
And so I'm at a point. I got to a point where I don't want negativity. Mm-hmm. Like if you have that, that's for the birds, man. You can have that.
Yeah.
I want people to surround me that uplift me, encourage me, push me to be better, all that kind of stuff. I don't need your opinion. You don't do what I do. You know, and just like you don't need mine about your life.
Well, and that's not a coach on there saying like, oh, maybe you can place this ball a little better or do this better. It's just random people that are just tearing you down.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And honestly, like, so much of it, if you really think to get deep, if you really think about it, why do they do that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, what social media has done is it has given people this platform to where they think that they can talk to certain people a certain way, when really there's levels to this stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't talk to me.
Yeah,
man.
Don't every
don't
NFL, like Aaron Donald, they're like, you would not say this stuff to us. Like, if you saw us in person, you would want me to sign your jersey. You're not gonna like yell at me.
Man, Aaron should have made that play.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna lock the door and it's just gonna be you and Aaron in the room. You gotta get to the other side of the room. Okay, catch the ball. Okay, you stand there. I'm gonna throw it just as hard as I did.
Right.
You'd see fingers blowing up out of people's fingers. You know what I mean?
It's like even my dad. Like I always remember the story of when he was throwing. I don't remember who it was, but in Fresno when he split the guy's when he split the guy's hand open.
Yeah.
He threw the ball and it went between his fingers and it just split in the
Bro,
middle.
Split, bro, just hanging.
The grossest story I've ever heard in my life. It's
also
awful.
sounds like one of the sickest stories ever.
Wait, have you ever split somebody's finger like that?
Yeah, I've dislocated a lot of fingers. I stopped counting. Like early on in like college, it got over 10, and I was like, okay, I just stopped counting.
Yeah.
And the best. Okay, this is a good story. So I was a kid, 7th grade, 8th grade, something like that, and I was in 8th grade. I'm hanging out with my friend Nick, and his sister, Nick's sister, had a boyfriend, and he played for the University of Houston. Okay, well the guy who came over, he was a tight end at the University of Houston. His buddy Carlos came over, so we're all hanging out, we're just laughing, just being kids. And it was cool to talk to him and ask him about football and all that. And then Nick goes, I bet Derek throws harder than your quarterback. And the guy's like, come on, bro, I'm a college football player. Like, Shut up, bro. And he's like, but you can't catch it. Like Nick's like, I'm like, Nick, stop, bro. He's like, nah. He's like, nah, bro. This guy can't catch your, you know.
Hey, Nick is a rider.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nick, oh yeah, Nick's the
Ride or
man.
die,
Nick is a real one.
Nick.
When Nick sees this, shout out to you. But we go outside, okay? So we're gonna go out there, and this man's like, so he's like, there was not even a warm up period. Okay, I haven't even thrown a ball. Nick's like, here, dude, throw it at him. He like throws the ball at my chest, like, do it, you know, like break his face, you know, like this. And the guy's like, dude, throw it as hard as you can, dude. Like I do this. Like I'm like, all right. I was like, are you sure? I said this to him.
No.
In 8th grade, yeah. I said, are you sure? Because I could already throw the ball like 70 yards.
Yeah.
You know? And he was like, what? Throw the ball, bro. He was like 10 yards, 15 yards away, bro. Boom, bow. He's instant.
Oh yeah.
This thing was like this, bro. Like out.
No.
And, out. Like out like this. And he's screaming. Nick is crying, laughing. And he's, Los! Talking to his buddy Carlos. Los, put it back in! Los! Like his Los is like pulling on it, bro. Bro, he got his truck and drove away, bro. We never saw that man
Never
at Nick's
again,
house
bro.
again, bro.
Never again.
Nah, his sister was like, yeah, that's it.
My days of catching for Derek and Dad ended as soon as this man could catch. I passed it on to him as soon as possible. I'm tired of this, dude.
It hurt. It's not fun, bro.
Yeah, it feels like sounds like gunshots, then feels like gunshots in your hand.
This man has no, like, you know, some people have like, oh, let's play catch.
Yeah.
This man is 100% all the time.
No, only because I'm not going to waste my throws.
Listen, it'll be 5 a.m., bro. Go to the park to throw, and I'll just warm up with them, you know. And this man will rifle footballs at my hand. And it's cold, my hands hurt. I'm like, come on, man.
Even at the beach, like when we went to Mexico, we were playing. It's like, okay, that one hurt. Like the first one, I'm like, okay, why is it ramping up as we're going? I'm like,
I'm just getting loose.
I'm like, when does it stop?
So, everyone's saying it's the hair. The hair is giving you the Samson power.
Yeah.
Are you ever going to cut it, and why aren't you?
I will cut it at some point. It's definitely not the hair.
Yeah.
I've been doing this.
Come on! Let him know! Let him know!
So,
Buzz cut Derek was throwing dots too.
Shocker. Yeah. So, I honestly, the truth behind it is, one day in camp, I wanted to cut it, and I was too tired, so I just let it go. And then I was like joking around with AJ Cole and Tanner Muse, and I was like, I'm gonna have better flow than you. And AJ Cole goes, you won't do it, you'll quit.
Dang.
And I said, perfect.
There it goes.
So from then on,
There it
I it's more of a competition between me and AJ.
I remember in Houston, your hair is like very curly, right? Like you
Yeah.
had like an afro in Houston.
Yeah.
He
If I
gets
took this
screwed.
hat off,
Yeah.
it's hard to put back on.
It's throwing. It's
Yeah.
throwing. Got
Yeah.
you.
You can lock this up.
Please do.
You could.
If Dreadhead DC comes out, I'm out, bro.
dreaded, bro?
Full dreads, bro.
Could you imagine?
I'm out.
Oh man.
That means that 1 week that you decide to finally cut it, a lot of pressure to do really good that next week.
Oh yeah,
Because you
yeah,
can't.
It definitely won't get cut
can't
until
be
after
rep-
the season.
Well, I used to be worried about your games, like not anymore. But for some reason, when I knew we were filming the podcast the next day, I was at the Eagle games, like, please, bro, please.
This is about to be an awkward
I was
episode.
like, it was gonna be so
south.
awkward, bro, if this goes downhill, man.
Oh,
I'm just
early
sitting-
on in that game, you're like, oh no.
No.
Oh, when I hear like interesting Darius Slay, I was like, "What's good, man?" It's like, who was on the team, bro? I'm checking the depth chart, like, dang.
I told that man, we got in the fourth quarter, we were up like 2 or 3 scores, and he looked at me because we ran a route and I threw it the other way. He looked at me. He's my friend. He looks at me like this. I said, bro, you think I'm crazy? I said, I'm not. I said, I won't throw the ball your way the rest of the game. It was like 7 minutes left. I said, you're not going to see another play. You can lay down.
Yeah.
You're not going to see another rep.
Not. Why? Don't even take the chance.
Not even taking
Don't
that
even take the
chance.
chance, bro.
I was also thinking, like, so last year is your first first year in Vegas, but you didn't have any fans there, though. Is it amazing having fans back in the stands for the first time?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's been cool. Like last year, we would score and you would literally just hear your sideline roar. You know.
Yeah.
And it was so weird. You know, there was a joke going around that the only fan we had was our security guy eating a hot dog in the stands.
Yeah.
And so in one of the highlight videos, they actually had that happen.
Yeah.
So it was great. But with fans, it just makes the game more exciting. You know. And when you're winning too, it makes it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It almost feel like a different, like, because when I would watch it, like when they would show the stands and stuff with no fans in there, it almost felt like I was watching kind of like just like looks like I'm watching like the joint practices, like the joint football team. Like there's not really anybody there, and it's just like kind of quiet and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like a scrimmage.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't feel like it was pro football, but it didn't feel like how it should feel. You know,
Yeah, it doesn't feel like what is the NFL if there's not gonna be people there like in the
Right.
stands, you know?
like honestly, my favorite game, one because we won it, but last year was in Kansas City because they had fans.
Right.
You know, it felt like a real game. Like I don't want to hear these fans yell at me. You know,
Yeah.
but it is nice to actually have some people in the stands.
Right. So how's it been this year having the full Raider Nation in force at the games at Allegiant Stadium?
Yeah,
How's that been?
it's been awesome. Loud. It's been crazy. You know, the games you guys have been at has been awesome. You know, that first game, running out when they introduced me, you know, for the thing, like the roar, and they're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can calm down and not throw this first ball in the stands. But
Yeah.
you know, it's been so exciting. And honestly, it's now that a couple games have gone by, it's back to normal. Like it's not like there's fans. You know,
Yeah.
now it's back like to how it should be.
Some of the Vegas fans still don't know to quiet down a little bit during offense. You know, some of them they don't know yet.
We're still working. Like they do like these hypes, like Vegas get pumped.
Yeah, as you're trying
And
to
then the
call them.
ref's like, hey, Derek, 10 seconds. I'm like, dude, like, bro, be quiet.
Can we get an instructional video for the fans? Can you tell them
Yes.
this means be quiet?
This action here.
Yes,
Can we-
downward
Hey,
force.
Can we also talk about like the actual noise that they play, like the music they played in the stadium? I know we've all talked about it, but
Oh,
it
yeah.
needs to improve.
It's getting better.
It's
It's
gone
getting
up
better.
slightly.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been, like
It's getting better.
beginning
It's getting
of
way
the season,
better,
it was
yeah.
bad.
Like
Now
that-
they play Darth Vader music.
That
Oh,
hype
that's
video
good.
they played was
Was
them
hype.
coming out of the dirt and stuff. That
Yes,
was sick.
that was good.
Yeah, that was
yesterday.
cool.
That was
Yeah.
really cool.
That was good.
That was
And,
cool.
this man said, "Oh, I wish Hunter was crawling out of the ground." And the next snap is a dude in a Hunter uniform going,
Coming out,
I was
bro.
like, oh, yeah,
It's kind of like where he comes from, right?
from
How
the
did he
dirt,
do
yeah.
that?
It's so funny to see that man just run around, dude. It's so funny.
It's- honestly, it looks like he's playing tag all the time.
Yes, yes, that's the best way I've ever heard.
Like
it
he's
put.
playing,
Yeah.
like he's playing like flag football. Like
Yes.
he's just going.
He's playing football. He's playing two-hand touch football. Like if you touch me, I'm down. You know, like
Could you
he's-
imagine
It's
playing
al-
tag with that guy?
It's always
no,
so.
it sucks. We play basketball back here, and in the off season, and I guard him on purpose so I can work on my agility and all that. Yeah, this guy-
Ridiculous.
stop. Like I just start grabbing him and throwing him. Like,
And it's so funny for us to like wait for Derek in the tunnel after the game, and like then Derek comes, and then Hunter comes, and like the man just had like a touchdown, like however many yards, and he goes, "Hey, we playing Shelly later tonight?" He just doesn't care, bro.
best video game ever.
Oh, NHL,
Oh,
yeah, that's
my.
our favorite right now.
It's our favorite. It
The
really
new one
is.
just came out, right? 22. just came out?
NHL
The 22, it's so crazy.
because they actually let people
The
hit
graphics.
people.
Right.
The
hits
graphics.
are the best.
What is Madden doing?
Imagine if Madden hit like that.
If Madden hit like that,
Imagine.
everyone would think Madden is the greatest game.
Yeah.
It's not
But
hard.
because they're the player safety, I understand. They don't understand how violent the game is still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of these kids are going to grow up and be like, "Oh, yay!" and they're going to make it someday. And they're going, "What?" And they're going to get woke up.
Even the hits that they allow on you still at quarterback, like you're still
Yes.
getting laid out.
Yes.
Like
like
some of them are insane.
what Madden needs to bring the hits back.
You remember? Because I remember Dad always showed us like the old Madden where like you'd get hit and your shoes would fly off and the ambulance would
Bro,
come
the
on the field.
ambulance
No,
would come out.
the ambulance on the field.
Yeah. They'd bring the ambulance out. Bro, I remember playing where they would do this one animation and the helmet would come off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, this is.
That's
people
what I
need to
want.
know that this could happen.
Yeah.
They do it in hockey now. Remember the stick
Yes,
flies,
the stick flies, the helmet flies.
helmets
That's
on.
why
That's what
NHL is the best video game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
and
you-
it's still EA Sports.
yeah, it's the same thing. Like they do care about player safety on one thing and they're like, hey, it's all right, man. I'll do
Yeah.
the other one.
Yeah.
There's like these guys on ice kill each other. It's all right.
Yes.
So I don't know who told them to nerf the tackling
Yeah.
in Madden, but that if it's in the game, it's in the game. Make the tackles.
Like
real.
you remember NFL Street? That game was
NFL
insane too.
I would rather play that now,
Like the NFL Street is an insane game. Like
Yeah.
when they used to have it, that one was nuts.
especially when the Madden rainies come out. Like, come on.
Yeah, guys talk about that in the locker room, the Madden ratings.
When they first come out, you're
Yeah.
like, he's what?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Right.
his speed rating, huh? You like pull your iPad. They watching the same
Yeah.
thing I'm watching. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking
It's
at
funny, like hearing like Derek talk about when he's watching film, like who's good and like
Yeah.
who he's preparing for, and then you look at Madden, he's at 62. I'm like, wait.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, man,
like Derek.
dude.
I'm like Derek Cappin, bro.
Yeah, I'm like Derek Evans. This guy made a point in the game. I'm like, ah, he was right.
Yeah, no, he's
was
right. He's telling the
He was
truth,
right.
man.
Good player, bro. I'll be telling y'all, some of them high rating dudes, I'll be like, yeah.
But then someone was 50 overalls come out, and
Right.
Derek's like,
Right.
I'm
I'm
telling
like,
you, I'll tell you the truth.
I might trade this dude in my franchise. Bro, did I mess up? Am I wrong? What am I doing?
You're not. If honestly, they should. I'll just fix the ratings.
That's good. I like that.
I'll be fair.
I like that.
well, one of my favorite rookies this year you've played against, I think it's Jason Owa for the Ravens. He's like
player.
6'7", ran like a what tie?
Bro, he ran like a 4.3.
Dude, watching that guy
no
play,
cap.
I
The
was
edge rusher?
terrified.
Yeah.
Yeah, the edge rusher.
You know, he came free. You could imagine his first, NFL
Yeah.
game. He comes free and he's covering up everything.
Yeah.
And Josh came in and obliterated him, right? Because you could imagine my first sack, and Josh,
Yeah.
what? That was like his welcome to the NFL.
Yeah.
But I mean, that guy is a good football
Speaking
player.
of Josh was doing great yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Is Josh okay? His chest? I think it hurt his chest.
Oh,
some.
I can neither confirm or deny. No,
Okay.
I don't know. He's doing good. I saw him today.
Yeah.
He's doing good.
That was a great game. I love when I think it's probably before. I love when like other teams, senior teams, it's gonna be like one wide receiver has all the stats, but then like
Yeah.
when we watch the Raiders play, it's like everyone's
Everybody.
eating, bro. When Derek plays,
Yeah.
everyone's cooking, bro.
That's
We're all
usually
eating.
what happens when you have the best distributor. You know what I mean?
And what's that like to have such a diverse like set of targets where you've got D-Wall, who's
Yeah.
massive and can also run real fast, but you've also got good slot guys. You've got Henry Ruggs, which is insanely fast.
I think what you're seeing is what Coach Gruden wanted.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Is a very diverse group of skill players that he can call any kind of play for.
Yeah.
Right.
And the fact that we have that, we can. I mean, if we wanted to, we can run the heck out of the ball. We can throw the heck out of it. We can run it outside, inside, throw it deep, throw it short. I mean, the intermediate. I think it's a credit to Coach Gruden and Mr. Mayock of the people they brought in. And
Yeah.
you got to ask yourself, how does this guy fit our team? Yeah, he may be awesome, but what if you have three of those guys?
Yeah.
How you going to put them all on the field? They all do the same thing.
Yeah.
You see a very diverse group of guys that can not only have their own roles, but are getting better at other roles too, so we can mix it up a little bit.
And how much do you think that contributes to success, just trying to catch that defense off guard and kind of mixing up play calling rather than just
Yeah.
same thing,
Yeah.
but
Have
getting
to-
creative at the line?
Yeah, you have to be able to have that. If an NFL defense knows what's coming, it's going to be hard to
Yeah.
make that play work, no matter who the players are.
Yeah.
But at the same time, our mindset is like we're going to take what we want.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a chess match
That's the
too.
old school Raiders mindset.
Absolutely.
And how much of that is coaching, like play calling, versus like what you're doing when you get up there at the line and you see different matchups? Like you like the
Yeah.
way they're lining up, don't like the matchup over here. And
Yeah, well,
just calling audibles.
for me, I just play freely. We have a superstar tight end. We got some young, could be superstar, receivers who
Yeah.
are breaking out, and great stable of running backs. Not only Waller, but our other tight ends. We have so many players. They're all selfless, though.
Yeah.
No one demands the football. No one says I have to have
Yeah.
this. If they're like that, then they're not going to stick around.
It's hard to play with guys like that.
Yeah, and we're at a place now where we have enough good players that if you're gonna act like that,
Yeah.
you can go act like that somewhere else.
Yeah.
But and it sucks if it ever gets to that point. But for us, we just try and play free, man. And for me
Yeah.
at quarterback, I'm just gonna try and make the best decision on each play,
Mm-hmm.
and hope and I believe that we have the guys in each spot that if
Yeah.
I need to make that decision, it's good, or that one, it's good. And just try and continually move the ball down the field.
And with people criticizing stuff that they don't like, like they criticize the Kenyon Drake signing. Now Kenyon Drake's doing amazing. People criticized Colton Miller, and now he's like, who would have thought he was
Where
like,
would we be without him?
yeah, where would we be
Right.
without Colt? Like he's like the main piece now. Like he's the one that stuck around.
I thought he went down yesterday. I almost had a heart attack.
Oh yeah, we thought he hurt, and we almost started crying in this dance.
Dude
Yes,
said go, bro.
a single tear came out. No, you look at everything in the world as a whole, and whatever decision is made, people are going to criticize it.
Yeah,
It doesn't. You're never going to make everybody happy.
yeah,
So the faster as a country we can get to, I really don't care what you think,
yeah,
right? Unless you're
Yeah.
trying to help me,
yeah,
I really don't care.
Mhm.
I think we need more of that. And
Yeah.
like our video guy says, the world needs more savages.
yeah. Facts.
Good thing they got one of me. Listen, bro. I'm gonna preface this question. We're nearing the end here. Preface this question with this: you're a ridiculously good athlete, and I don't think people know that. Like I've seen this man dunk a basketball between his legs, like do just freaky athletic stuff. Tom Brady says he's a good athlete. Since you're a better athlete than Tom Brady, do you think you can play till you're 50 years old?
That's funny. Could I physically? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Will I? Absolutely not. No. Gosh, no. I have way more important things to do at some point in my life.
Man.
You definitely have, like, the play style that you could play for a long time. Like, you could play until your 40s.
I can play. I honestly, I wouldn't be surprised with my mindset that I'd play until I'm 60 years old. No, but I could, you know.
Yeah.
I am athletic. I'm not a scrambler kind of football player. I've always wanted to be with my arm.
Yeah.
Right.
Be athletic in the pocket, you know,
Yeah.
move around, make throws, sidearm, all that. But athletic-wise, I think I could play as long as my body would hold up. Yeah.
And, like, going back to kind of your college and stuff era and, like, how, like, God has helped you and stuff, I've always thought about how, like, in my dad's early career, right, it was, like, hard for him. And then, like, I got diabetes early in his career. And then your early career, Dallas got sick.
Yep.
So it's like, kind of like the similarities between that is also very hard.
Well, life happens no matter what, you know. Just because I'm a football player doesn't mean stuff ain't gonna happen to me.
Yeah, it's not like your other life just turns off.
It's not like that just turns off, you know. Oh, I'm playing football, you know, everything just else stops, you know. And that's where, you know, one time I said something like, someone heard me say, I thank God that, you know, he did this or that, and they're like, oh, so he didn't care about the other team? And I'm like, bro, if you knew what I went through, I've thanked him no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, I've praised God through the hardest times of my life, not knowing if my son is going to wake up out of this surgery.
Yeah.
And I'm thanking God, you're still good. You know, you're still faithful. You're still awesome. After every loss, you're still good. You're still, I don't understand it, but you're awesome. And I thank you. So when I thank him when we win, people want to be upset. It's a little weird.
Yeah, but I'm not saying, like, that you, like, don't care about football or anything, but I know, like, if God called you something else, you would jump on that instantly, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm playing football because that's what he called me to.
Yeah.
Right.
If he calls me to something else, then I'm doing that.
'Cause that's one of the biggest platforms in the world that you can preach the gospel to, like, millions of people
That's
every
right.
Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I've had the opportunity to preach the gospel to people in Chipotle's in San Francisco.
Yeah.
You were there.
Freezing cold. Windy.
You know, people that are not even Raider fans, but they're fans of me, so they keep up with me, and then they learn about what I'm doing, and then they hear I'm speaking somewhere, and they want to come, and they hear about the gospel, and their lives are changed forever. And you never know what God is doing, but I'm gonna keep proclaiming the good
but
news.
you can see, like, I just see, like, all over Instagram and stuff, people are like, I don't know what it is about Derek, but Derek's just such a cool guy. Like, I'm a Chiefs fan, but Derek's such a cool guy.
Yeah, that's the one thing I always see whenever, like, SportsCenter or whoever posts your highlights, people in the comments saying, like, say what you want, but this Derek guy seems like a really good guy or whatever.
And I think some people also need to realize, like, you don't need to have Derek's platform to preach also. Like, you don't need all this. You can do it, like, just you know?
There are people that will listen to this, or there are people, all of y'all, like, they're not going to care what I have to say. There's some people out there that have no idea who I am.
Yeah.
But they know who you are. You know, like, everyone, man, I want to have an impact like you. And I tell them, I was like, well, what if God hasn't called you to that?
Yeah.
What if God hasn't called you to be an NFL quarterback?
Yeah.
You know, what if He's just called you to get your own family? What if He's just called you to get your own friends? What if He's called you just to proclaim the gospel to your school, or to your teachers, or to your professors, right? And all I'm trying to do is do exactly what I've been called to do.
Yeah.
And when I stand before God, I'm going to stand there, and hopefully He's going to say, "Well done."
Yeah.
That you did what I asked you to do.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, you know. It just happens that I get to play football, and because the world loves football, and they love fame, and they love success, and they love money, they think that this is the pinnacle.
Yeah.
I've seen people with all of those things crumble.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So this is not the pinnacle of life, you know.
like how my dad said, when he won the Super Bowl, he saw guys in the locker room crying. He's like, I feel like I'm at the top of the world, but, like, I feel empty. Like, there's nothing. Like, I feel like there's nothing. Like, I thought this would be the happiest moment, but there's nothing here for me.
Yeah, like I strive I want it so bad, right?
Yeah.
I want it so bad to do that, and for our fans, and for our organization, and my teammates and coaches and all that. But at the end of the day, like, people don't understand. Like, I'm already winning.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus won, so I already won.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Now, however you want to label me, that's how you want to label me.
Yeah.
The one who I listen to is way higher than what I have to, whatever you have to
Exactly,
say.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm an overcomer. I'm victorious, right? I've already won because he won. So, like, all of those things to me, people don't want to change their own ways. People want to live however they want to live, right? And so a lot of people get a misinterpretation of what the gospel really is, of who Jesus really is. And then they're like, well, I don't like religion. I was like, well, I'm not religious either.
Yeah.
I have a faith.
Uh-huh.
I have a faith
Yeah.
that Jesus came, he died, and he rose again,
Mm-hmm.
right? And, man, I could start preaching.
Man,
but-
come on. It's hot in here.
It's hot in here.
Although I want to say this, it is hot in here. We did turn the AC off.
Yeah.
But Noah's like 2 hairs right here were wiggling the whole time.
Which ones?
Those right there.
That's the spirit.
It's impressive.
Hey, so you were speaking about winning, right? Like winning. So I also thought about winning, and so Walter Payton. Come on, bro. He only won 1 rushing title in his career. People say he's the best running back of all time.
Wow.
So just building off of what you said with all of that.
Yeah. Ty, that in a weird way actually makes sense.
And we're
I know. It connected.
Wow.
You
I'm
can make
kinda-
the most sense. It's just the way you say it, bro, and formulate it. It's funny.
I got you, man. I know you wanted to know. Austin was interested for a stat real quick.
I heard a Walter Payton stat. All right, man.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know.
I'm actually impressed by that.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
good one. It was a good one. I'm not gonna lie.
Good job, Ty. I don't know what to say to it, but good job.
Listen,
That's all it
so
is.
Okay.
I got a question that might make sense. That as the NFL changes and you have new quarterbacks come in and like all these, everybody's kind of got their own play style. I think it's different than it used to be, where you've got like your standard model of what a quarterback looks like. You've got guys like Lamar Jackson that are doing a completely different thing and having a lot of success with it. Do you ever feel pressure to kind of, one, do you feel pressure to conform to what a quarterback looks like? But then also, do you have like some sort of pressure to kind of do your own thing or be like these other guys or develop your own style?
I think if you look at the most successful quarterback ever, he's not the best runner, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. If you look at the second most successful one, he wasn't the best runner in Joe Montana, right?
Yeah.
And I have always thought that no matter what style you play, right, if the team builds it around that, you can be successful.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They build around Patrick Mahomes. He's been successful.
Yeah.
They're building around the run game and the defense and all those things, getting fast weapons for Lamar, and he's successful, right? You can't just go ahead and say, well, we got Lamar, he's a great athlete, he's going to be in the I formation, we're going to...
Yeah.
Why would you waste his talent? The man is the most gifted player in the world, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he's the way he can throw the ball and the way he can run, build it around him, right? And I used to say this too, and like people look at me crazy, but I was like, if the Broncos wanted to, if you built just around Tebow, like you're going to be a quarterback run game guy, and he can obviously be a little bit more accurate,
Yeah.
right, at times. I was like, you can win that way. They proved they could win that way.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about the whole organization. The best organizations are the ones that take a whole picture and build around the quarterback's strengths. You know, one thing I love about Gruden, he said it's all about the quarterback. And so, however their talent style, you know, their play style is, if you build around that and implement plays and players that fit that, you have a better chance to be successful.
Sorry.
I was just do what you can do, and do what you can do to do it the best way you can. Sort of just kind of
Be you.
yeah.
Like, we always preach just be you, but yet we want, you know, everyone wants to see, I want to see Lamar drop back 40 times and throw it from the pocket. Well, he can, but why not let him run 10 times?
Well,
You know,
and it takes 10 other people on the field with you to make that happen too.
Yeah.
You can't just
Yes.
make up your mind and be like, all right, I'm gonna rush for 15 yards right now.
I've been in games where we didn't have this or that, and they get asked questions. Well, why didn't you guys do this or that? It's like, we did what was best today. You
Yeah.
know? We're trying our best to do what's best to win this game today, right?
And we've talked about before, like now in the NFL, like with rookie quarterbacks, you need to be good right now. And people, like we've talked before, like some guys are going to be on, like you said, their second or third team before they are good. Like Steve Young had a Hall of Fame career. He didn't start till he was 31.
Yeah.
And I think he won 2 Super Bowls, something like that.
Yeah.
So like nowadays, people aren't really given the time that they need. Like you can't just be thrown into the NFL right from college and just win.
You know, it's sad. It's really sad. The Raiders gave me time to get better
Yeah.
You know, and we had early success too, which helped. But they let me grow, right? They let me make mistakes. They let me do those things and continue to support me. We got your back, man. We're going to keep building around you. Don't worry about anything else. Just keep going. And here I am 8 years later, and I'm playing my best football. You know, I didn't play my best football my first 3 years.
Yeah.
I've played my best football my last 3 years, right? At 28, 29, and 30 years old.
Yeah.
You know, and if some of these quarterbacks, they get written off so fast. And, you know, I could name names, but I won't. You know, to talk about their organizations makes me sick. But they get written off so fast. And I'm like, dude, these guys are good players. And you're putting it all on him?
Like
you're blaming him?
ballers,
Oh, I promise you, they'll end up on another team, or they'll end up on their third team, and then all of a sudden, oh, there's the success. If they stick with it, if they have that mindset of not caring about all that. But it's the world we live in today. Dudes don't get chances. You know, if you're not successful now, then the coach feels pressure. We got to draft another one, or we got to trade this guy, or we got to get. And it's like, dude, it's almost sickening. If you take the chance on a guy and he shows the promise, take the time to make it right.
Yeah.
Did you feel pressure when you first got drafted by the Raiders, especially being the Raiders, and that they had some tough years for quite a while there before you got drafted? Did you feel pressure to kind of come in and turn that around right away, or from the fans, not just from the coaching staff, but from the fans who have been through kind of a lot before that?
Yeah, honestly, it wasn't really pressure, because like we would get a first down and the crowd would go nuts.
The bars are so low.
And I was I'm not kidding you. I'd think like, what?
Yeah.
Like I was used to Fresno.
Well,
we're getting 8 first downs a drive. You know, like you know.
You just have to think about they had like Jamarcus Russell, who didn't even watch film before that. You know what I'm saying?
but I was sitting there. I'd be like, man, we'd throw like a slant. It would get tackled like for a first down, and music's playing. I'm like, bro, what are we doing?
Like I think we watched some celebrity. I don't remember who said it. We watched an interview yesterday where he was like. Oh, I think it was Marshawn, like Marshawn Lynch, who you love, right? He's your boy. Marshawn was saying like Raider fans, we haven't been good for like it was a couple years. We haven't been good for 100 years. Like, we're the best fans like in the world in the stands.
Yeah. Oh, we have the best fans. 100% of the best fans.
Yeah. Were you worried at all? Kind of once that Oakland fan base really embraced you and was like, we love Derek Carr, we love the Raiders. When the announcement came that you'd be moving to Vegas, were you worried at all about that transition, that maybe you wouldn't be welcomed or you'd lose all these fans along the way?
I think that the Oakland fans were going to be mad regardless. I think that's what I knew. And who they were mad at, it didn't matter. They were going to be mad at everybody. Yeah. And we kind of dealt with that. You know, getting booed out of our own stadium in the last game ever. Yeah. On a Hail Mary play. It was a very interesting Hail Mary play, by the way. But, you know, Ty, you good, dog?
He makes these sounds, bro, and it just.
But
he's getting emotional.
But, you know, we knew there was going to be backlash and that kind of stuff. So our team, they talked about it like, guys, it's going to be rough. You know.
Yeah. I don't think any of you like. It wasn't like you guys wanted to leave. Like you guys definitely like you were all
everyone
to stay in Oakland.
Our owner wanted to stay.
Yeah.
There's more to there's a lot more to some of these stories that don't get out.
Well, people see the headlines and they're like, oh, the Raiders hate Oakland.
Yeah.
Like that's what they take away from it.
All I'm gonna say is the A's are heading out too. You know, so something might
Warriors
be going
left.
On. Yeah, the Warriors left. The A's
Weird, you know what I mean?
A's are trying to dip.
Yeah.
The A's have been trying to dip. Sorry,
but all I'm saying, if the A's, like I think the A's have been looking at land in Vegas. If they try to pull some like let's share the stadium again, I'm gonna be stressed out. All the time.
No. I'm not playing on that dirt.
Yeah, let's make an infield.
Bro, I still got scars, bro. I still got scars from that dirt.
Man,
that's like playing on cement.
Yeah.
No asphalt.
Well, you're used to falling down the hill at no
That's
shirt.
got me ready to be a Raider.
Was it like we're talking about stuff like being tough and stuff like that? Was it hard for you, like, or does it not really bother you when people are like, "Oh, 2016 should win the Super Bowl year. It was Derek's MVP year," and is it hard having like, then like going like after that, like, "Oh, now I have to live up to those expectations every year"?
No.
Yeah.
Not for me personally. The next year we go into it, we had more talent, but we weren't as good of a team.
Yeah.
We weren't as close. Not the mindset wasn't about the team as much.
Yeah.
As a whole, so you could see that. You could fight it all you want, but it is.
You can feel when that stuff's
Oh, absolutely.
There. Yeah.
Then I break my back, 3 bones in my back. Missed one game, by the way.
Yeah. He's soft.
Broke your pinky. Put the glove
broke
back
my
on.
neck.
Yeah.
Broke my finger.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Ankle. Sorry.
Heart.
How many surgeries?
Also,
Broken
real
heart.
quick-
Broken heart.
Okay, before you finish the question, can we talk about how finally, like in 2016, Dad was like, you know what, I'll go to a Raider game, and it was the one game where you broke your ankle. Can we talk about? He's like, you know what, I'll go to, because he used to stay at your house.
Yeah.
He wouldn't go to the
Would he
games.
really?
Because he'd stay at the house to watch all the, because that's his like job. He'd have to watch the games. So you know what, I'll go to Derek's game, and the one game. Also, the one game they mic you up too.
One game I got mic'd up. They sure loved that.
Yeah.
I didn't. I didn't get to final approve that one.
Yeah.
That one just got put on.
No, Dad always says, dudes are not down with the micing up right now.
Yeah.
Weren't you also mic'd up when you broke a finger at one time too?
Was I mic'd then?
I think.
I might have been.
If they ever ask you.
Yeah, just say
Just say
no.
no.
Say no.
Oh yeah,
That's
no, we don't do it anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do it anymore.
N-O.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore. I talk a lot of crap now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it. Do you see Jim Khalil's face?
Yeah,
It's
we were
Yeah,
lit,
Nick
bro.
Khalil said he dropped it. I was like, oh. I thought he caught it, bro. Bro, I had butted him too.
But then we were also talking.
Khalil said he dropped it, bro. I was like, dang.
We were also talking though, bro. Because like it must like suck so much getting smacked talked by Derek, because he's like Tyson Fury. I'll be like, I'll pray for you. I'm like, that's worse than just cuss me out, bro. Don't say it like.
Yeah, no doubt.
This Tyson Fury told him, he's like, I hope God softens his heart. I was like, come on, bro. I was like,
on.
just tell me I'm trash, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
no,
should start just
hey,
like
nah.
spitting verses at
I'm
him.
gonna
or
pray. I'm
something.
gonna pray you get better.
If someone said that to me, bro,
Yeah,
I'm just
and
out.
I pray God gives you the ability to be a better football player.
If you have hey, we all got our own God-given talents. Not all of ours are football. That's what it is.
You know what I mean? So we
That
have
is
a question in from a fan, a
Oh,
close
gosh.
fan.
Uh-oh.
They said, you in a Ferrari, or your brother David in a Prius. Who is faster around the track, and why is it David?
That's from David. And
Can't disclose that.
he can pick any one of my cars in that garage right there, and I will smoke that.
He's not gonna like that one. He's not gonna like that one.
Now, I will say this. He is a championship level race car driver.
Is on the
Like any
real life?
Real life, yes. That
Wow.
man can.
He's clean with it, bro. For no
Yeah.
reason.
Dude, he
That's
is.
why he has his little simulator now.
Now he races
played real
live
people.
racing. Yeah.
Bro,
He is a real talk. Dave's like a championship level. Like you could throw him in a car and he might not finish last at a NASCAR race.
Wow.
Yeah.
Get that man in a DuPont 24, you know what I mean? Turn right.
Make
Don't
words
turn
now.
right.
Turn left. Don't turn right.
Don't turn right.
Turn right. Just roll that thing.
Don't turn right.
Don't
European
turn
style.
right.
Just flip that thing, man.
Don't turn right.
Don't
man.
turn right.
Ah,
Slipping it.
well, look, we good, boys. That was awesome. That was a fun time.
That was great, yeah.
Before you go, we do
done?
have a gift for you.
It's so sad.
We
Thank
do have a gift.
from our sponsors at.
There you go, man. You
From
got
our-
sponsors?
No.
Hey, you know we picked it up at Target, bro.
Yeah.
We said, what
Hey,
do we get?
man.
We said, what do we get the quarterback of the Las Vegas Raiders, bro?
Hey, but
Yeah.
wait, I heard you on the Xbox. You'd be like,
It's
Yeah.
a good gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that I like them until they pay me to like them.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
We're about to bleep out who it's from. Yeah,
Yeah.
bleep it out.
We got you a gift.
Yeah, just beep.
Yeah.
And then when he gets sponsored, he goes, I love. Like,
And it's your voice. Hey, I love.
Our sponsor.
Oh man, that was great.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that podcast. Noah, you want to tell me where you can find more?
Yeah, if you liked what you saw, consider us following on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Harvester Sports. And while you're here, make sure to subscribe for more episodes, clips from the podcast, and some really great other content coming up that you're definitely going to want to be subscribed
Oh yeah,
for.
we got some great guests and everything lined up for y'all. And we love y'all.